All right, in the next few minutes, let's go over a couple examples of properties of exponents. Let's just go ahead and jump in here. If we notice, we have numbers and variables. They're kind of like oil and water. We have to keep them separate. But let's ask ourselves, what is this really talking about? 2m squared times 2m squared. Let's just piece it all together. Let's separate the pieces of the puzzle. This is 2 times m, right? We have our multiplication symbol in the middle, times 2 times m times m times m, right? This is your m cubed. Now, to put your final simplification, combine your numbers. What is 2 times 2? Well, that is 4. What is m times m times m times m times m? That's m to the 5th. Let's do another one. Now, this negative exponent, what this really means is I like to say it's on the wrong side of the tracks. But what is on the wrong side of the tracks? And what are the tracks? Remembering that this -3 is only attached to that r. And when I say it's on the wrong side of the tracks, it means if it was on the numerator, it needs to go on the denominator and become positive. If it was on the denominator and negative, it needs to go on the numerator and become positive. So these two things are different ways to represent the same thing. 4 over r cubed is the same as 4r to the -3. That's important to remember, those negative exponents. And what else do we have here? We have times 2r squared, and I'm just going to call this over 1 so that we have another fraction to work with here. Okay, so we can, when multiplying fractions, we multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So what is 4 times 2r squared? Remembering our numbers interact with our numbers. So we have 4r squared on the top. On the bottom, we just have our r cubed. And I like to ask, who's winning? The r's on the top or the r's on the bottom? Well, it looks like the r's on the bottom are winning. There's 3 of them on the bottom, and there's only 2 of them on the top. So in the end, after we cross out pairs on top and bottom, we're only left with 1 r on the bottom, right? The one on the bottom here is winning by 1. So what is 4 divided by 4? Well, that is 1 over r.